Lots of questions about the cost of dental implants. So what affects the cost?
Well, Randy, there's a lot of things that affect the cost of implants. In fact, I have a sheet here just to make sure I don't forget anything. Probably one of the most important things is obviously how many places people have to go. As you know, people that go to multiple doctor's offices, you've got multiple people to pay. If all the treatment is done in one office, what that means is that I'm the only doctor that they see.
So they typically go to another office to get the implants,
the way
and
it's
another office?
typically done is you have multiple visits with one doctor's office, one set of fees, then you have to go to another set of another doctor's office with a whole nother set of fees. By bringing all of that treatment into one office, I'm able to substantially reduce the fee for the patient because there's only one person to pay. Obviously, there are many different types of implants people use. There's ways that some offices can cut corners. The dental implant that I use is the #1 dental implant in the world for this type of treatment, which we call the full mouth or all-on-four.
You say there's implants for people with like minimal bone. There's different implants.
Mini implants which have been shown to not work as effectively, and so. But yes, the quality of the product is something that would affect the cost. The next thing that affects the cost, Randy, is the laboratory. In the past, 15 years ago, I had to outsource this type of...
you had to send everything out?
I had to send everything out. There was very big bills. It slowed the treatment time down. Lots of time between visits.
And that's how it's normally done today?
That's still how it's normally done today. I've invested heavily in all the equipment and personnel to be able to complete all of the laboratory work in my office. That has helped me substantially reduce the cost to the patient.
What do you mean when you say you print the teeth?
Well,
right there
3D printing is a technology where we're able to design and print a very unique, customized object, in this case, the patient's teeth, all in one day. As opposed to other technologies where you have to send it out and wait for it to come back. So 3D printing makes things more sort of immediate. Another thing that you and I talked about in the green room, Randy, was insurance.
What does it cover?
This is not like going to the hospital where people just kind of walk in, walk out, and expect their insurance to take care of everything. Dental insurance was created, 50 years ago to help people maybe get one tooth fixed and 2 cleanings a year. It hasn't evolved like...
is that right?
Like the cost of this treatment has. And so we will always work to get the patient's maximum insurance benefit that their insurance may have. But the reality is people don't expect their dental insurance
What about Medicare and Medicaid? No?
Randy, I would love for Medicare to be able to help people pay for things like this, but they've just decided that that system doesn't really have a place for dentistry. But Randy, people are financing this. There's many different ways people can use independent third-party financing companies. Sometimes if their credit isn't that great, someone can co-sign for them. And I'm lately, the last time I looked, almost 8 out of 10 people received some type of financing for this treatment.
That's nice. What else affects the cost?
There are multiple different types of teeth that you might hear. The type of teeth that I believe is best for people.
You mean the teeth that go on top of the
Exactly. I prefer fixated teeth. People are the most happy with fixated teeth. They feel like they're natural teeth. They're as strong as their natural teeth, and they'll last the longest. A lot of people that are seeing very low fees for implant dentistry, those are snap in, snap out. Those are acrylic teeth, Randy. Acrylic teeth wear.
Is there a lot of maintenance with those?
A lot of maintenance with that. The teeth are known to fracture and break. Not to mention people leave them places, they lose them. And so having teeth that stay in your mouth long term is the lowest cost. The next thing that affects the cost is the type of surgery people are having. In the past, you hear people have multiple operations for bone grafting and preparation for their implantation. Some of the work that I've done, that I have been trained for all over the world, eliminates the need for bone grafting. Instead of waiting a year in a denture while their bone graft heals, which they had to pay thousands of dollars for, I'm able to insert the implants on day one and provide them with teeth that stay in their mouth and avoid bone grafting. This obviously reduces the cost, reduces the treatment time, and I think provides a better solution for the patient. Last and not least, Randy, the final thing that affects the cost is the doctor's experience. I've been doing this 15 years. I'm a board certified dental implant specialist. My specialty is this particular type of dental implant treatment. There's no doubt in my mind that doing it once and doing it right the first time will reduce not only the initial cost of the treatment, but also the long-term costs.
So when I had you on the program in 2013, when you first started doing this, are you that much better?
Yes.
Are you able to do things faster? The smiles look better? All the above improved?
Yes, and the technologies have improved, which allow me to deliver a much better product for the patient.